Yeah, right now, we want to look at the rundown of what happened today in the market. I mean, as regard goods. But before we do that, one thing I want to show you is this. Uh, how much I was able to catch in the market. That's what I want to show you. Are you ready? All right, so let me show you. So you can see, this is today, 29 December, right? 29 December 2025, right? So that's what we have. So look at the amount that I made today. That's $240,000, over $240,000. Now, before you shout, make you know shout. This is a competition I can't. Yeah, and actually, I am nowhere to be found. Of course, I made some losses. You can see, I lost $11,000 here. You see that, $131,000. I think there's a place where I lost like $20,000. $20,000. You can see 8,000. You can see 20,000. You see it as today. So I lost $20,000. So it's not all. The profit would have been more than this, but for those losses, the profits is not more than what I have now because of the losses that actually occurred. Yeah. Okay, you can see $240,000, just the net profit. Please join me around 10 p.m. today as we'll be analyzing the market after the market close to see what is going to be happening tomorrow. And also join me tomorrow by 12 noon, while we'll see what has happened in the morning and what we're expecting in the market in the afternoon. So I analyze the market at least twice, sometimes it's thrice each day, so that we see what to do. I do this live on YouTube. So kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and also turn on the notification button so that whenever I send a schedule for a live stream or make a video to help you understand some nitty-gritty of some of these concepts, trading concepts and how to apply them, you get it directly. Let's go to the chart, straight to the chart. All right, in the morning, we had our order block here. We made analysis. You can watch my videos. You will find them. So we had another block here. We expressed that we tried to say that this market possibly will not be able to hit the other block today, but you can see good, it don't hit them. So the market is all about someone being able to understand what the market is doing and respond in kind to whatever is doing. So that's exactly what it did. So there are two things we had here. We had here to be a previous resistance. We hope that is going to be a potential support. Now it has been torn apart, and the other block here has also been torn apart, but we know that we still have 5 hours to go. There might be a rejection, because I say if it tears this place and come to the other block and reject, that means we should be considering that the market is probably want to be going up. Or if we've seen an entry trigger here in the daily time frame, unfortunately or fortunately, it happened just today. I thought it's going to take maybe till tomorrow, because we are in the holiday season. So the market is not getting slow because of holiday. It's just flying and flying. So you can see that. So now, we were bullish in the morning. We were bullish, and we hoped that it's going to be bullish. But then we also said that the bullishness of the market, will be valid until it hit the top, the high. I mean, what was like that? This position was the highest high as at that time when we were analyzing this market. That was the highest high, and I said that at least from the structure of the market, that this market is going to come up and hit this high first before it starts. If you want to do another thing, coming down or breaking out, continue moving up, will happen. So, but from what we can see now, we can see he actually went and hit that high. You see it? He hit that high. And we say that if we want to, because we're considering the day to be bullish, the weekly is still bullish, was still bullish. I think it's still bullish though. And the daily still bullish. Even right now, we can still say it's bullish, because generally now, that's for the higher time frame, but that does not mean bullishness in the lower time frame, of course. So as a result of that, we talked about a situation where we begin to see a buy trade will be a situation where we see a change of character. And you can see this change of character occurred here. Change of character here occurred here, and this, we can name this as the candle across the change of character. We just want to break down what happened today. So we're not going to be going from time frame to time frame. So let's just use the 15-minute time frame to do so. All right. So you see, after breaking below here, we can take this candle or this candle as the other block. In fact, let me take this candle as the other block across the change of character. Then we want to see a retest of the other block. You get it? And then we want to see a break of structure. So, but you can see what happened here. There's something I normally call invisible order block. That is what I call here. This is the invisible order block. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you all this. The people that are actually learning from me for free. Oh, actually, not that I'm not coming here to ask for your money. I believe that this trading, you're able to give all of us money. You don't need to collect from each other. If you are serious, we'll come together and we'll analyze the market live, and then you'll be able to learn from my analysis, because I learn from people's analysis, of course. All right. So I see this as invisible order block, and I represented it, of course, this invisible order block. Right now, after he created it, so this order block, we're no longer waiting for it to come to this particular order block, because once you have a change of character, we want to see a break of structure. He retested this here. He retested here. I told you that I call this one invisible order block. I think I mentioned it in a lot of my videos. Invisible order block. Many people don't see it. People don't consider it order block. That's why the market came back after reaching here. It came back, instead of going to that place. It was that invisible order block that he had to mitigate. After mitigating it, it turns, and now you can see this very bullish candle covering all this candle here. That is engulfing all of them here. You can see that this is the story that I am going down. So it's so clear that I'm going down. And after that happened, remember, it's coming down from a new all-time high. There is this big rejection of this candle here. So every signs were here. Unfortunately, I wasn't even around at that time, because the religious season that we are, a lot of things that we need to do and all the other kind of things. So I was quite busy like that. I wasn't here to see this happen. So, but when I came back and I saw all this, I realized that, man, opportunity day here. That's how I began to look for a sell trade and some buy trade in some areas where I caught, and eventually I was able to make over $240,000. So that's just the story. So, but the picture I want to paint is that immediately we begin to see the break of structure, after change of character to the downside. It's clear that it's going to be sell. You can no longer buy until you see a break of structure to the upside. So you just wait. When you see here, this is the thing I also call invisible order block, is here. And that's where this market came to retest again. Did you see it? Or is it the one I explained before? Okay, no, this is one I explained before here. So this one, that invisible order block, and that is where this market came to retest. After that, it did not retest. There is no other invisible order block. Even this one is not order block. So now you're waiting. Look at where we have another order block. Look at here. Look at this place. Let me just represent it so that you see. You see, the way you would have traded the market, or anyone else would have traded the market, if you understand these terms, concept them, and how to apply them. So now, I call this another block. The thing, don't follow me. Okay, let me get you. Now. All right, so this is another block. This is an order block. So this is another block. This is another block. This side is also another block, and this is also another block. But the difference, and the reason why I'm not putting here now, is that it didn't come to retest them. Look at this one, this other block, this candle, this green candle. You understand? Forming the other block. The market came back and retested it. And after that, did you see how it teared down? Was going down. So what I'm trying to say is that in this kind of market, what you do is that after a change of character, whether to the upside or to the downside, if it is to the upside, then you begin to look for a buy trade, even if the general trend is bearish. Do you get it? So like today, the general trend is bullish, but immediately the change of character and break of structure to the downside, you begin to consider sell trade. So all you need to do is wait. Whenever you come back to retest another block, you want to see whether you want to give it, like here now. After retesting it, you see what it did. Engulfed, this candle engulfed these two green candle, almost engulfed These two big candle. Remember, we're still doing break of structure to the downside. So you expect it to go down again. So entry will be here. Again, entry will be here. And you can see what happened. It kept running down. And remember that there are places we have marked out that the market will probably reach. So okay, look at this line. This line is representing higher time frame, that daily time frame, former resistance. We are now waiting if it's going to become a support. And you know that that is not over yet because we have a lot of time, more than 4 hours for the market to close. So you can still reject and come back to it. But that would be a rejection in higher time frame, not in lower time frame here. So in other words, the way you have treated the market, like I explained, if you had even some of you came to watch my analysis I made before now, whenever you have a change of character, you are going to be trading in direction with that change of character. For instance, you have a change of character to the upside. Wait for the retest of the other block. Just like we have a change of character to the downside. Look at change of character. We call it change of character because see, we're having it breaking above this high. That's change of, I mean, a break of structure because he has been doing break of structure. You see, for uptrend, he was doing break of structure to the upside. That's what he kept doing here. Now, when he get to this place, he did this. Let's assume that here is a low. After breaking it, you can see it's a change of character, for instance. But then we look at this place again. This place. So after breaking above this high here, it becomes a change of character again to the upside. And what this did was that after change of character, it now did look at break above here again to the upside. That's why I say because of this place yesterday that I said that this market, we would want it to first of all touch this high, even if it's rejecting or if you want to come back. We want to, the first thing is to touch this high, and that's what it did exactly when market opened. And when it did that night, I eventually was able to capture about $1,900 that night, that yesterday night, the night that gave birth to today. So you get it. So now, when it did change of character to the downside, it is a sign. This is change of character. Then he created this invisible order block. He came back to retest it around this region and then gave this entry trigger bearish engulfing. You see that? So it's now time to keep selling up to this point. It came back. This is where, like I said, there's an invisible order block here. And that is where this market came to mitigate that other block. And after he did that, what did he do? He keep going down. He created other block, but did not mitigate. Create other block, did not mitigate. So you patiently wait. Now he created other block here, this one, and he came back to mitigate it. Opportunity again after, especially for people like me who uses confirmation to trade. After this engulfing, then you take it. So the same thing you would do if it is upside that is going. That's it. Just like the same thing that I did around here, I want to show you exactly something that you need to see about the small trade that I'm on. So let me get it. Let me get the trade. I am on a particular trade, just small trade like that, sure. Let me see if I'm in profit. All right. So I'm on this trade and it's running about, okay, it's rotating between around $100. You see, one small trade that I'm in. I hope that it will hit TP.